Welcome students. In this video we are going to see about the clustering techniques in R. So here we are going to see about the k-means clustering in R. So the k-means clustering is an unsupervised learning algorithm that has no predicted variable. Okay, in our SEM we are having a predicted variable, but in our clustering we does not have any predicted variable. It is an unsupervised learning. So what the k-means clusterings do is going to be find the pattern in our data and make them group into based on that data. So here in k-means clustering we are going to give the number of clusters to be splitted in our data. So if the number of clusters is equal to 2, then the k-means is going to be separated our data into the 2 clusters. If it is 3, it's going to be separated the data into the 3 clusters. So based on the similarities of the data is going to be grouped within a particular cluster. So if the data within the particular cluster means all the data have some similarities in that pattern. So that's why we are going to split the data into multiple clusters based on that pattern. So the algorithm is randomly assign each observation to a cluster and finds the centroid of the cluster, which means it's going to be randomly select the center point for each clusters and assigning the data point which is closest to the particular data point. It's going to be do further changing the center and centroids until there is no variation in our data clusters. So that is we are going to see about k-means clustering in our R data set. So I am going to clear the console. So in our k-means clustering we have to install the libraries ggplot2 and dataset. Then we are going to make the cluster using the iris. We already know what is iris data. So this is the iris data which having a 150 samples and 5 variables: sepal length, sepal width, petal width and species. Okay, here we are know I will show you the iris data set. Okay. Print iris. So here we are having a 150 observation with 5 columns. Okay, so petal length, petal width, sepal width and then species. So here we are going to plot our iris data set with the 2 variable. One is a petal length, another one is a petal width. The color is nothing but choose the color. Okay, so this is going to be we are going to plot our iris data set. So this is the our plot between the petal length and petal width is going to be separating the 3 species. Okay, Setosa, versicolor and virginica. So set.seed is nothing but we are going to ensure the reproducibility of our clustering. So iris cluster k-means. Okay, here k-means is the clustering technique. The iris, which is we are going to give the data sets. Here we are going to give the 3rd and 4th column. So 3rd and 4th column is nothing but petal length and petal width. Okay, so 3rd and 4th column. So the number of clusters is 3. We already know there's having a 3 species. So we are giving the 3 as a number of clusters going to be splitted in our k-means, and n start is nothing but 20, which means in our k-means algorithm it's taking 20 different random points to generate the clusters and choose one which only having a lowest variability in the cluster. Okay, so it's going to start with the 20 different random points. So if the n start is equal to 3 means it's going to be start at 3 different random points and choose one the best. So in any ways, however, the n star should be greater than or equal to 1. So now it's going to be clustering in 3 based on our k-means cluster. So we are going to print the IDs cluster, okay, which is nothing but our k-means clustering. So here it shows a lot of data. So k-means clustering with 3 clusters of sizes 50, 48 and 52. So here your first cluster which having a 50 of around samples, and second cluster which having a 48 of sample size, and 52 is nothing but your third cluster sample size. So petal length and petal width, okay, this will show the mean value. Okay, in first cluster there is a mean of the petal length is a 1.46 and petal width 0.2. In the same way too, the mean value, center and centroids values are shown here. So this is a clustering vector. So it will show the what are the points is going to be between in our first cluster, third cluster and second cluster. Okay. So I am going to convert this as a factor. Then here I am going to plot our clustering in the ggplot. Okay. Run this. So this is our clustering is going to be plotted in our plot. So the red is plot 1, sorry, the red is cluster 1 and green is cluster 2 and blue is cluster 3. Okay. So we can compare this pattern with our original pattern. So this is our original iris data plot. This is our after clustering, the data is going to be plotted like this. So we have to identify what is the accuracy of our k-means clustering. So here in first cluster there is a 50, or 50 is going to be predicted very well. In second, in Virginica there is a out of 48 there is a 46 going to be correctly predicted as Virginica and 2 is wrongly predicted as versicolor. In your third cluster, in 52 size, there is a 48 is going to be correctly predicted as versicolor and 4 is going to be wrongly predicted as Virginica. So here it will be not change because it will be clustering based on our data set. Okay, you have to run multiple times. This will be not change. So based on the random sampling is going to be in how many times you are running, so the pattern will be not changed. Okay, this is purely based on the data which is given to the data, in our k-means algorithm. I hope this will be very helpful to understanding what is clustering and what is k-means clustering. So the clustering is a main technique. So when we having a huge amount of data and we have easily predicted the pattern on the data by using the clustering. So we can group the data based on our data and pattern without knowing the predicted variable. So that's why it will be very helpful in our data analytics. I hope this will be very useful for you. Thank you.